think it's too bright.
Is it too bright?
It is a little bit too much that way. Let me see. Yes.
Alright. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Hannah. Back with another video. So today, I got Bay here.
Hey.
I got Abel to sit down with me today and film a Q&A type video. First of all, let's just introduce ourselves. You might not know who we are at all, but I'm Hannah. I'm 18. This is Abel. He's 19. And so we have been together. On March 1st, we hit 2 years. So today, it's October 1st. So that would be our 2-year and 7-month anniversary. In March, we moved in together after being with each other for 2 years. We've just been going with the flow, and we're gonna answer you guys' questions.
I picked a bunch of ones that were asked multiple times, and just ones that I thought we would have good answers to, I guess.
I posted a picture on my Instagram account asking you guys for questions. If you don't follow me on Instagram, hit my gram. It's at Blair. Yeah, we're gonna. Why do you keep looking at me so seriously?
Because you're talking so much.
Well, I mean, this is a talking vid.
What is a special part of y'all's living routine you never thought that you'd enjoy? I guess, for me, waking up slow is really nice. We can just wake up really slow and just, cuddle. And also, I love having someone to cook for.
Yeah, I love being cooked for by Abel. I don't know. I mean, whenever Abel's not here, I figure it out, but, it's just so good whenever Abel's here because he always wants to cook. Abel loves cooking.
I love to cook.
So, I'm just
Hannah loves everything that I
got a
cook.
personal chef.
So she's super easy to cook.
We have a lot of the
same,
same, we both have good taste, so.
We both have good taste. Somebody asked tips for a healthy/happy relationship while living together.
Definitely paying attention to each other's mood is really big. I think me and Abel are very good at communication and watching each other and seeing how we react to things. For example, I'll just be walking around picking up something and I'm not even upset, but maybe I'll sigh or something and just do that. And Abel will be on the couch and he'll immediately just pause the video he's watching and be like, what's wrong? He's just always paying attention to how I am, and we always express how we're feeling, and then we always ask each other what's up.
I think it's also really important to not take yourself too seriously, because whenever you take yourself too seriously, any little thing that somebody might say might offend you, but you have to realize that you're gonna say things that offend the other person, especially whenever you're being super honest, you're living with someone and being with them all the time, because there's gonna be things that you don't like about the other person, and they probably are character flaws and things that you could grow on, not necessarily flaws, but just things that you could get better at, and you should use each other to help and grow as people and not get offended whenever I say oh hey, I don't like it whenever you do this or that.
Yeah.
Best and worst part about living with your significant other. Conflict resolution strategies. I've lived with my boyfriend for a couple of years and we just got our first apartment together, so it's really interesting to see another couple my age in a similar situation.
Awesome. Well, okay. Well, there's several best parts and several worst parts, it's not all black and white, but the best parts, Abel said, waking up together, I love, as soon as you wake up, you have your best friend right there and you don't feel alone or sad like you do when you're alone. It's just always exciting, to start the day and just be hey, what's up? What are we doing today? Or just taking it slow. I feel we're always having fun whenever we don't have things to do. We have the same friends, we'll hit up our friends. Compared to when we didn't live together, we didn't really have a place, where our parents weren't at, and we can invite all of our friends over. That's probably the best part of living with you, is that we have the same friends and we can just invite them over. We don't have to worry about space. Our apartment isn't that big, but still we have a living space where we can it's our nest. The worst parts, well, picking up after you.
Yeah, picking up after me.
Doing your laundry, which I don't really have an issue with, other than the fact it's twice as much laundry to do, but Abel cooks for me.
And yeah, Hannah usually does the dishes.
I'm the cleaner. I clean and I organize.
And I'm more
Abel is the one who does the living.
The bed's gonna get unmade anyway, so.
Yeah, I always make the bed.
Take out the trash, I cook. I clean too. I clean, I'll wipe the desk down. I'm not even that dirty. She's exaggerating a little bit. She gets really upset. I'll put my, I'll take my clothes off at night, and I'm planning on wearing the same pants the next day, and she'll be
You put them on the floor.
Yeah, I put them on the floor.
And it looks dirty to me.
Abel, why don't you clean that up? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna wear them in the morning. I'll deal with it in the morning. I guess that kind of leads us to the next question that I already had here anyway, which is, do you guys ever argue?
We argue about like little shit like that.
Yeah, just a lot of like little like things that'll nag each other, but we're really good about like communicating. We might get mad and like not talk for like 10 minutes, but then one of us is like, hey, I'm sorry, or like, hey, I didn't mean it this way.
And if like we want like space or something, we'll just go in the other room.
Well, that's actually the next
and
one.
Like,
do you guys ever get tired of each other? If so, what do y'all do to give yourself some space? A main difference of like living together is like you're always with the other person, so like sometimes you don't necessarily like crave that like attention all the time, or like I like to give her attention sometimes, but then sometimes I want to do my own thing, or like hang out with like one of my friends, or like go on a bike ride or something. But
we both like let each other go and like hang out with our friends. Like,
yeah, she'll hang out with her friends like Elise and Bia, hang out here while I'm at work.
As soon as we did move in together, over time, like it has made us more like we are less like
just like
gotta hang out all the time.
We always have to be together. We don't necessarily like we can spend like
like,
time without each other, like get together at the end of the day and like reconnect, talk about it.
It's always nice to like hit base with each other. We have our certain things that we watch together all the time. Like we love watching Philip DeFranco. Whenever we do hang out together, like we are always watching something. Like,
what are your parents' thoughts about living with Abel?
So whenever
there's a lot of people who ask like pretty similar questions to that.
Whenever we decided to move in together, we had already been together for 2 years, so Abel has known my parents, and my parents have known Abel for a while. They didn't have an issue with me moving in with Abel, but it was more of an issue of like me all of a sudden deciding to move out, because like I didn't need to move out, and they were just kind of like, I don't know, not ready. I wasn't even like graduated from high school yet, and they were just like, wow, like she's really gonna do this, like, so they were more uncomfortable with me just like deciding to move out on a whim. But like my parents are very well understanding people, and they're kind of easygoing. They've always been kind of easygoing, so whenever I show I want to do something a lot, and if they think I can do it, they will let me do it. And they are more of the parents that are okay with me experiencing new things and like learning things for myself. So I appreciate that they like let me move out. I remember a lot of people were saying like, oh my gosh, my parents would never let me move out this young. My parents are really good parents, but they're not like most parents, I guess. Like they're not like super, like they weren't mad. They were just kind of like, oh, her daughter's leaving us.
And it was,
even though like I'm still around the corner, like I see them like almost every day still. So
I went to college in Montana, so my parents, like I moved out, and then I have 2 younger sisters, and they were living like in the same room, and I had my own room. So whenever I moved out, the older one, Una, moved into my old room, and so whenever I moved back here, I didn't really have I couldn't go back to my parents' house. So my 2 friends had just been having a roommate with a third guy. They like all lived in the same apartment, and the third guy had like stopped paying rent and like moved out, so I just moved in there. I don't know, I wasn't really that happy there. It was like kind of like a weird vibe, and so like I just wanted to get out of that situation, and so I like started spending a lot of time just like at Hannah's house. Like
it made sense like when it came to me and Abel's relationship, and like kind of we were always with each other no matter what, and so things just happened out like this. What
is the biggest lesson you've learned since starting to live together? Probably just like what we touched on earlier about just like being individual and like not being so like jealous. I don't know, because at the end of the day, like you can't, I can't like stop you from doing anything that you're gonna do. Like I have to basically just trust her, you know, trust that she's not gonna do anything that like I wouldn't want her to do, and trust her to like tell me if she did, you know. And I do. I think like that's a given.
We have learned a lot about like being like just like chill individuals. We're not like glued to the hip or anything, or super possessive. That would be something that kind of like crushes a relationship and all of its comfort. And
it makes it feel like the relationship is work at that point. Like it makes you feel like there's something expected of you.
You're always just keeping.
And then you feel like you have to go behind their back almost, because they're like always like watching what you're doing. Somebody asked, how do you guys afford it, with 4 question marks?
How? I don't know.
Well, it's not that bad. And I work, I'm a host.
We both work. We meet each other halfway with everything, even financially. So, like groceries, we each pay half. We each pay half rent. We each pay our electric bill half. We each pay.
Although I pretty much buy Hannah's food probably like 80% of the time. Like
that's not true. I buy your food too.
She buys my food like a good 20% of the time.
Okay, but like you are the guy.
See, look at this gender. I like to. I enjoy to feed.
No, I think
her.
we go through phases of like who
That's
spends
true,
the most
that's
money
true.
on who.
Yeah, because whenever we first moved in, Hannah was probably spending more money because I was just trying to get on my feet again, like just
Yeah,
moving.
but yeah, we don't really we don't stress about money. We each pay what we have to pay, and then we try not to like associate our happiness with how much money is in our bank account.
Yeah.
Like,
And we strike like a really good balance of like things that we're doing for each other. Like it may not be like exactly the same, like Hannah was saying earlier, she does clean up more than me, but then like I'll maybe buy her more like food, and so she makes it look
But yeah,
nice. I carry heavy objects.
it would be a lot harder if we didn't do it with each other though.
Oh yeah,
Like
doing it by
imagine
yourself.
paying everything by yourself.
Yeah, that would be a lot harder. I can't really live
Like
alone,
I already
unless it was, like
since I do pay for the place I live and my bills, like I definitely don't have as much spending money as I used to when I lived with my parents. That was great. Sometimes I think back to those days and I'm like, I would check my bank account and I have all this money and no bills to pay. Like that was great, but you know, adulting
R.I.P., yeah.
adulting is a thing. Existence is expensive, so
Yeah.
you make sure you have a good time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Alright, so this person asked, I dated a guy for 3 years and he broke up with me before he left for basic training. How can I move forward and focus more on me? It's really hard. Like it's gonna take time
and he broke
for
up
that.
with me before.
But at the end of the day, like you have to remember, like that connection that you had with him was like a beautiful thing, and but like you can have that like with other people too, you know, like
Oh yeah.
like don't put yourself in a box. Just go out there and like you might be sad, you might have like negative emotions towards that, but try to just like be you and express yourself and live your life, and other people will appreciate that and love you for it.
Like, don't isolate yourself, because that is the worst thing that you can do. Like, you are not gonna make yourself feel better just by being alone. And like, honestly, I feel like the best thing, like when you're going through a heartbreak or like sadness, is like when you like meet someone new and you like, I don't know, you kind of feel like a spark and like a new connection with someone. You can feel yourself healing instantly, because like human connection and communication is just so key.
But that date doesn't even have to be like a boy either. Like it can be
No,
like
it
your
doesn't have
best
to be a
friend,
boy.
and like,
It
or you
could
could be like another friend, or it could be a boy too. But don't necessarily like try to seek that out. But like just go out there, live your life.
That just sucks, because I know you probably feel like you're kind of scarred emotionally and you don't even want, like, getting into another relationship that could end up like that did is like really scary to you. But you just have to like be braver than ever at this point, to like put yourself out there and try your best to be happy and confident, and you will attract
Just goodness.
more love and joy into your life. And we wish the best for you.
What has been the biggest argument you guys have had, if any? How did you fix it? Probably whenever I was like working in the kitchen, and I was working a lot for a while, and I would get off work and be super drained, you know, talking to people, be busy night, I'd be like making pizza with my hands, standing up for like 8 hours straight, people like yelling at me, teasing me, like saying jokes, I have to respond to them, I have to like be reading tickets and stuff. It's just like a lot, you know? And I'd get off work and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I just want to lay down and watch a video and veg out and just like not have to respond to anything or use my brain or anything. And Hannah, for those 8 hours, was just sitting here alone thinking, oh my gosh, when's Abel gonna get off work? When's Abel gonna get off work? So whenever I got here, she was just talking, and I would just be sitting here like,
I'm just like,
stop
welcome!
talking to me.
Like, how was work?
And that would hurt her, obviously, because I am just like, don't talk to me,
Abel
like,
would
please don't
come
talk to
here
me.
and lay on the couch and just like look at his phone. I haven't seen him in hours, so I want to know like, did anything interesting happen at work? Like, what happened? How was it? He'll come in and lay down and just be on his phone, and then I'll just kind of come over and like sit down next to you, you know?
And start like touching me, and I'm just like, stop, get off.
And he's just like trying to like just
I'm
not
just
look
trying
at
to
me.
ignore her so much, because this
No,
was like
I
a
just-
reoccurring argument that we had for probably like a month and a half, for like a long time. Like this is definitely the
Yeah,
biggest
and
thing
it got to
we've
the
had.
point where like I literally didn't think that Abel was interested in talking to me about my day or like anything about me
Yeah,
and
and
my
it started
life.
affecting
And like, cause
even
then Adam would come over and like
afterwards.
you would like be like, hey, what's up, man? Like, and you like would talk about all the shit that happened throughout the day, and I would just be sitting in the other room like he doesn't talk to me about anything anymore. And,
But,
like,
and it was almost just because like she was way too like much. Like as soon as I walked in the door, it was like a flurry of everything that she'd been waiting to tell me and ask me, and I was just like, it was just overwhelming. I just didn't want to deal with any of it. Now that I'm hosting, it doesn't really happen so much because it's like hosting's a way less gruel.
Okay, it's pretty good.
But anyway, she definitely stopped doing that. Like I'd get off work and she would be like way laid back if it was like a long shift.
Eventually we did have a huge argument. Like we kind of came to the conclusion that like I just need to take into understanding that like you don't want to like really talk that much whenever you first get off work. Can you shit while the others just there listening? We closed the door.
I locked the door.
Me and people have known each other for so long.
I don't want to smell her poop. She doesn't want to smell my poop.
No, like we definitely shut the door. If one of us realizes that the other one is like in the bathroom with the door shut, then the other person will probably just go into the other room. I think we consciously like give each other space when that comes up. Yeah. We also like open the window like in the bathroom and like it airs out.
Spray,
yeah, we have fragrance spray all the time.
But yeah, I guess that kind of wraps it up.
I don't know how my hair has looked this whole time, but just excuse me.
Thank you for
wait, we need to give someone a shout out.
What are you talking about?
Because at the end of every video, for like my last 2 videos, I started doing this, like I give someone a shout out on my Instagram. Alright, I'm gonna shout out this girl, Rachel_Clute. Funny last name, I don't know how to say it. Clute. C-L-U-T-E. But I see you, girl. You always liking my stuff, and I want to acknowledge you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel Clute.
I love you and your support.
Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this and supporting the channel. Ring that bell, subscribe to this girl.
Okay.
Usually won't have me in them, so it'll be a lot less awkward. And Hannah is a great makeup guru with this fucking wing right here. Look at this wing. Snatched.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, God bless. Thank you. Like he said, subscribe. Make videos every Monday and Thursday here. Also got my nails done if you guys want to see. It's really cute. Wait! I love you guys so much. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye guys.